Welcome, everybody. It is just 1 week from Christmas. Can you believe it? Our time is tick, tick, ticking until the end of 2024. And I'm celebrating a bit today because I got myself a new Archangel Michael deck. And I'm so excited to draw some cards. What is it that you're really wanting? What are you needing? Because we do know that Archangel Michael is the king of the angels, the most powerful, the most loving, the most desiring to support us as we are trying to figure out our way during these troubled times. So, as we just allow the smoke to be Kane, Rhoda, good morning, you guys. As we allow this beautiful smoke of the Palo Santo to just lift up our cares, our worries, the things that we're burdened with, because I do know that Archangel Michael does not want us to be burdened. Hey, Christina Rose, blessings. I'm so glad you're here, Bina. Yes, as we just allow ourselves to relax and fall into a place of peaceful readiness for your messages today. And as usual, if you would like me to draw personal cards for you, I'm happy to do it. All you have to do is hit the super chat. Magnificent Success is here to support me, let you guys know you can get a free reading from me. You'll hear me talking about that as we go forward. I do love to help people plug into what's keeping them separate from what they're wanting. And let me just, do I have my, oh, yes. So I'm going to be using the Christmas deck for clarity, my Archangel Michael deck, and then I'm also going to draw cards for the animal spirit guide for our also for clarity. So gosh, somebody's already jumped in. My goodness, thank you so much, Christina. I appreciate you, girl. What a blessing. Thank you. And I just want to put hearts on this situation. Okay, so I love you, Christina Rose. I've been thinking and praying about you, girl. Everybody send Christina Rose specially prayers for today because it's a tough time in Christina's world. And so I'm so glad that I have this new deck here to help out. Just getting my notebook so I can keep track of super chats. Hey, Roxy, welcome. You guys, so delicious to have you here. So I've already shuffled. And so let me just draw our first card. And Roxy jumping of the super chat. Thank you, my friend. I will get to you shortly. Okay, Christina Rose, this is your card. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Very interesting timing on that one. I think that in your situation, Christina, I feel like you are in a place where you're not sure it's time to shine, right? You're feeling surrounded by darkness. This is just very symbolic on this card. And I think you're feeling like you are in a cocoon where you can certainly see where you could be used by spirit as you go forward through this next, entering into 2025 and getting the feeling that you are really interested in putting 2024 behind you. I know it's been a year full of challenges for you, my dear. So let's pull some Christmas cards here for you to clarify. So, what is this irony? I feel that word irony going on where the universe is saying time to step into the spotlight, but there's much of what's going on for you right now that doesn't resonate with that. And the idea of being able to use this cocoon time for you. So, let's see what we have. Page of Swords. I wish you could see these cards in person because they have very cool sparkle to them. You just have to take my word for it. I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. Make sure you can see all these. I'm in a different setting, as you can see. I moved out to the bigger part of the house. King of Swords. Okay, so we have two court cards here. So what that shows me already, Christina, is that you do have people that are in your life right now who are supporting you, correct? And thank goodness for that. I got goosebumps just saying it. Hey, Rhoda, thank you for the super chat. You guys are awesome. Okay, and let's see our last card. Oh, this is so perfect, huh? Remember, I was saying about the shadow and being in the cocoon. And this is the card of when worries are keeping you up at night. This could be the sign for depression and for feeling overwhelmed, all of which I know are part of what's going on for you, Christine. I can only imagine. So let's take a look here. What does Archangel Michael have for you? First of all, I think the big message of Archangel Michael is I've got your back. Right? That no matter what's going on, especially if you are a follower of Archangel Michael, in your spiritual work, you just know that the whisper of that beautiful angel is, I've always got your back. And I do feel like this cocoon time for you. I have gone through similar things that you have, not quite to the extreme, but there is definitely feeling the support of the universe as you are transitioning, going from one phase to the next. The Page of Swords and the King of Swords. The of Swords is all about learning, being a student. And I also see this candy cane colored cape that he's wearing. And I feel like what that says is there's always something sweet in any difficult situation. Okay. I know I've done a lot of writing myself personally on breakups and how when you have a breakup, there's always something sweet, no matter how awful your partner used to be. And that is part of the importance of knowing that spirit is behind you. I'm currently working on creating programs for people with journal prompts and tapping, and they're blowing me away. And right now, I'm doing one on estrangement because estrangement, that strange phenomena, when somebody steps separate from you and they will not contact you, they ghost you, or they even say to you, look, this needs to go into no contact for a while because I just can't deal with this right now. And so I feel like that's part of this page energy. There's something of separation here. There's like a, a willingness to learn the lesson, but also I notice how he's tending to look over his shoulder back at the past. This King of Swords here, the King of Swords shows mastery, mastery of our thinking. And remember, as the Stoics said so many hundreds and hundreds of years ago, it's not your problem that's bothering you, it's your thoughts about the problem. And I feel like with Archangel Michael right above this King of Swords, I feel like the dependence that you can have on Archangel Michael, where when you are feeling stressed, that you just give Archangel Michael that 911. You might even, Christina, you might want to just take that as a mantra right now and be able to just simply whisper 911. And that'll be your signal that Archangel Michael is right there with you. Okay. This time that you're in is definitely a time of losing sleep and feeling perhaps blue, depressed, overwhelmed, and discouraged. And there's not one human on the planet, if they knew your situation, that would deny you that that's part of what's happening. But as I look at this big shadow here, where is that light coming from? It is nighttime. Look at the darkness of that shadow. And then I look back up here at the glimmering light of angelic help. You may be getting signs and symbols that are showing you that there's some sense in all of what is going on for you. But Archangel Michael wants you to know that you are not alone. There are people surrounding you right now, and I consider myself blessed to be in your support circle that are keeping you in the light when you can't yourself. Now, I know that some people have been advising you to do some writing, and I think that's a good idea, but I don't think it needs to be in any sort of form that just putting one word down on a journal page and just doing words and not even thoughts. Because unfortunately, when we go through tough times, spirit does use those times, right, to help us share with others who are going through something similar. So let me draw for you one of the animal spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here today, Christine. I'm glad that you're here to share in the energy here this morning. Okay, and we have dolphin spirit. This and that are true. This and that are true. So for you, Christina, this is today. That is 2 weeks ago right now, right? Everything has changed completely in such a short time. You have had signs, your person is reaching out, you're seeing signs. And so to me, this is just a glittering example of how the universe has you exactly where you are going to be getting more and more support, and especially when you really need it. Okay. I love this. Write this down. This and that are true. There is still an extremely viable connection, isn't there? Okay, everybody send love up. Please put some hearts in there. Let's support our friend Christina as she transitions such a difficult time. Okay. All righty. And then I see Rhoda has a super chat in here. Thank you, Rhoda. Bless your heart. I love that for you. Yeah, I had the strangest thing, you guys. This is so crazy. But last time I did lives a couple days ago, I looked up and I saw a message because Bina shoots me messages to help me keep on track with the super chats. Um, Oh, I'm so glad, Christina. That tickles me pink. And hugs, hugs to you. So I saw my dear Bina sent me a message that Rhoda had done a super chat, and I saw it with my eyes. It said number three, Rhoda. Well, Rhoda didn't do it. And I contacted her. She goes, I didn't ask for a super chat. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But I drew a card for her anyway because I was just so sure of it. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm so glad to be able to serve you today, Rhoda. And Roxy, you are next. So, Roxy, hold your situation in your mind. How would you like to hear from Archangel Michael today? Okay. And we have trust in divine. Oh, yeah. Now you are number three today, Rhoda. Thank you for. See, me. I probably saw it in advance. But there's sometimes when you have spiritual gifts, you don't know what they're about. Isn't that the truth? So anyway, Roxy, trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are in a path of growth. So I know that Roxy is working her way through an intensive on self sabotage. It's called a success blocker. How do you dismantle the part of yourself that's blocking success? And it's a fun program, and it's a self-study. And Roxy, you have shared with me that part of your issues going through this program is it hurts, right? You've woken up some parts of yourself where you know that you've been in your own way when it comes to self-sabotage. And we all have it. We all have procrastination or perfectionism or just a real loudmouth self-critic that can keep us into place. So as you are traversing, as you're going through this program, this intensive right now, just understand that there is a divine purpose in it, and that what you're going to discover about yourself is going to be extremely important. Okay. Again, look at Archangel Michael, the shining a light down on the face of this individual. Keep your face turned toward the light. Ask Lord Michael. My friend Janice calls Archangel Michael Lord Michael, but ask for help. It's that spiritual 911. He is always here when we ask for help. So let's pull out our clarity cards. You guys would like for me, anybody watching, you would like to have a personal reading, just hit the super chat and I'm happy to read for you. Oh, and Rhoda. Oh, thank you, Rhoda. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and this right away, Roxy, I know that you're in a hurry and that you're always wanting to move fast, right? And your profession is one that moves fast. But remember, as you manifest your biggest dreams, it's important to pace yourself. And there are times when you have to wait. If you pick fruit too early off the tree, it will be sour, right? There is no percentage to picking things early. Another example is if you peel back, if you have a rosebud and you help it bloom, you're not going to get a beautiful rose, are you? And we have the Tower card. The belief systems that have been holding you back, notice that this bolt of light is knocking the crown or the top off of this tower, waking you up to brand new thinking. I love this as a representation of this card because through your journaling that you're doing in the intensive, you're bringing light to your inner thoughts, into your inner being, and it's shaking you up. Many of the patterns that you've been stuck in for years are starting to show themselves. And once we see our pattern, we can break the pattern, right? And so some of you know I used to be fish out of water tarot, and now I am pattern breaker because when it comes to 2025, I am absolutely completely committed to breaking patterns in my own life that are standing between me and well-being. And I want to guide all of us there. So we have to be willing to let our old mindset crack and fall away. This tower moment is a blessing. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So, again, Roxy, this idea and having these two sevens here, and sevens are about transitioning. They're process cards. With Christina, you do have, and Christina had a couple of the major arcana or the court cards. So you don't have court cards here. This is more worker bee cards surrounding this tower. So Archangel Michael is here today saying to you, Roxy, you have a team behind you. You are not alone. As you open your mind with your journaling prompts and you're doing the best you can to support your change of mindset, you are truly breaking patterns here, my friend. And it's a powerful work that you're doing. You are not alone either. Whoopsie. Your card just jumped out. You are not alone. You are supported. And it's important that you call on Archangel Michael. When I saw this deck, ordered it for myself, I was like, I need to have an Archangel Michael deck because we all have this fantastic, powerful angelic energy. All we have to do is call upon him, and he's right here for us. Okay. So, the defensiveness, I always use this card as like defending yourself, the figures holding that wand. I feel like it's partly defending yourself against yourself, right? That you can have second thoughts and doubts about your process right now, but don't do that to yourself. You have to pace yourself and go through these steps. Your animal spirit guide, I love elephants so much, don't you? Learn from the past, right? Don't beat yourself up. Don't be saying to yourself, I should have known better. You couldn't have known better. Look at how the number 25 is at the top of this card. Five and two are seven. There's seven people watching me right now. Okay, so look up the spiritual meaning of seven, Roxy, and see what it is, because I know there's a special message in there for you. All right. This is a great reading. Be sure to depend on Archangel Michael. He is right here wanting to hold your hand. Cain, Cain, thank you so much for your super chat. You have been with me such a long time, and I appreciate all the love and support that you have brought to me over I bet you it's over a year, isn't it, Kane, that you've been following my channel? I'm glad. I hope you didn't get lost when I put my fish out of water behind me. But Kane, I am so tickled to draw the cards for you today. I know that you're a big fan of the angels and the fairies. And so let's see, what is it Archangel Michael has for you? So hold your situation in your mind. Where is it that you're wanting that wisdom? And let's see what we have. And its deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. I know I did lose some people and they're finding me. I'm super grateful. And then Kane, I had laryngitis. I couldn't speak a word for over a week and I completely dropped out of sight. I'm grateful that my voice is back. But at any rate, so Kane, see the circle of energy that's circling the horse's head. So there is something that you're aware of right now. There's a new idea. There's a new, possibly a new relationship, possibly a move. Not quite sure what it is that is new for you, but the plan is okay. The general plan for what's going on is being supported. So Archangel Michael's like peeking over your shoulder and the thought is, yes, this is a good idea. It definitely has a go energy. However, there's also caution because there's something that you're missing right now. There's something in your plan that needs to be fleshed out. So let's draw. I'm using the Christmas tarot this morning. Thank you guys. Those of you who are visiting me and you haven't visited before, I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we are all about disrupting the patterns that are keeping us from our well being. Okay. Hey, Rachel, welcome. Siobhan, welcome. Glad to see you guys here today. Okay. So for Cain, we have the Four of Swords. This is a perfect card for this call because this is a card of rest. And so it's a patience card. It's showing me that this plan, whatever is new that's arising for you, Kane, it just needs that time. Don't feel rushed into anything right now. It's important that you consider details. You might want to talk to a professional of some kind. It could be an accountant, a lawyer, or whatever it is that you're looking for, or a wiser, older person in your life, and talk about your idea so you can get all the details worked out. That Three of Cups is beautiful card of friendship. Okay, so this could be that you have a new friendship group or a new relationship that's in your life right now. Okay, so again, the feel all over this is don't rush, take your time. And here we have um, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, isn't this cool? I love the Christmassy theme of this. The Three of Pentacles. And yes, so Cain, I don't know what's going on with you. So to be sure to shoot me an email. Bina is throwing my email address in there now again. So I would love to hear from you. If this is very resonant, I'd love to know what's going on. And also, for those of you who are watching, don't be surprised if these messages resonate with you, even though I'm not reading for you personally. Birds of a feather flock together, and a lot of people here can resonate with this energy with you, Kane. So, there is something new in relationship or in career. You may know what it is, or you can expect it, because we have these cards of companionship. Number one, just feeling loved and appreciated, for sure, and then also teamwork. This card has three people that are all working together. They're all doing different jobs. Okay, so, this idea, whatever this is that's happening for you, Archangel Michael is cheering you on. I like how the figure is looking off towards the sun. Again, keeping tabs on your sense of well being. Your sense of well being is extremely important, Kane. One of the favorite things I like to say in situations like this is know where your hell yes and your hell no. Okay. If you get a bright green light, go, then go or say it. If you get a red light or a stop in your spirit, stop. do not do it. But the big key is if you get a hell maybe, if you're in doubt, don't make it a hell no. Whatever is here is worth the time it's taking to do your due diligence, look carefully before you leap, and then take those steps. I've always had the sense, Kane, that you are cautious and perhaps introverted, and that you enjoy your own company. Trust me, I am your sister. But there are times when we need to push out of our comfort zone and connect with humans. Okay. Also, you guys, if any of you want to have a free reading, I offer that as part of my service. I call it a love magnet reading. Give me 15 to 20 minutes on WhatsApp or on the phone, and I can help you understand your well being and if your love magnetism is as strong as you think it is. This is very helpful for career and for relationship because the bottom line is when you feel real good about yourself and your vibe is high, you're going to attract better opportunities. So, Bina, I have a scheduling app and she will put there it is right there. I love you, Bina. You read my mind. All you have to do is tap on that scheduling app and take you right to my calendar and book yourself an appointment. Okay. So, Kane, let me draw an animal card for you. This is such a positive reading. I'm really excited. I don't know what it is that's approaching you, but it's got delicious companionability on it. And that's such a remedy for loneliness, isn't it? Okay. Let me see here. This card just flipped out. And it's the brown bear spirit. Take time out, right? Take time out. It's an absolutely a double call to make sure you're not moving too quickly. Look at all of what you need before you decide. There's no rush. Nothing needs to be done today. Okay. Excellent reading, Kane. I'm so grateful for your contribution to my channel, and I'm so glad you found me again. I knew some of you would have a little bit of a hard time, and I appreciate your patience with my name change here. So, okay, going forward, I believe Rhoda, it's Rhoda's turn, real for real. It's like I had that precognition. I saw that at the last live, Rhoda. So I'm glad you're here today. So, Rhoda, hold on to your situation, whatever it is that's troubling you right now. I know you've been super busy, haven't you, with your kids and with work? Okay, let's take a look. You will manifest what you need. I love this. Look at that. Archangel Michael is in the return address, and the package is coming to you, your town, and planet Earth, and it's priority mail. And look at the light. See over here how the light is just leaking out of this package. So, express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Rhoda, this is a cool card for you, I imagine. Okay, so one of my favorite things, I'm going to say this. Well, no, let me just pull the tarot first. Let me not get out ahead of myself. This is such a good message. I have goosebumps in my chest. Being able to find a place in your mind where you can start to make grateful statements about what it is you're wanting is one of the most fun ways to manifest. It's so simple. Okay. Let's take an example. Let's say that you really need a new car, that your car is, bless its heart, it's gone, it's distance, and it will not, you don't want to put any money in repairs anymore. You need to have the universe show up with a new car. Okay, this is my favorite affirmation. Even though I don't know how, I'm driving my new car right now. And I know it feels silly to say that because you're not driving the new car. But guess what? You will be driving that car. So when you practice saying you're not trying to talk the universe into anything. You're not trying to influence God. You're just getting your own mind used to the idea of enjoying that new car. And when we release it and say, even though I don't know how, I'm driving my new car right now. Even though I don't know how, my kids are all cooperating now. Even though I don't know how, my bills are paid more easily now. You can rattle them off, and it's so fun to start with even though I don't know how, and always finish with right now, and you'll have a poem. And poems are often ways that the universe helps us remember concepts. Oh, look at this. Had the exact same card with Roxy, and the message being don't get impatient. Some things take time to develop, but you can always be grateful ahead of time. I did post in the community on our channel. I posted a real cool recording of thank yous and gratitude. It's from the channel Bosk Neuroscience. And this guy, I love them. Whoever they are, I love their videos, and you can find it on on the channel. Look at this, Rhoda. This is so interesting because these, yes, yes, absolutely, daily confirmation. And also, you cannot beat gratitude. Gratitude is like a deal breaker of negativity. Okay, so if negativity is owning your mind, gratitude breaks it. And talk about pattern breaking, right? So let's look and see. Now we have two cards that were here on a previous reading. So Roxy, I'm kind of assuming you're still here, and I think that I think they were your cards, I think. But this idea of the Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So let's see, let me think. All right, patience, patience, patience for sure. What you're wanting is on its way. This is gutsy when it comes to manifesting because it can feel like it's not real and it can feel impossible to you. That's why it's important not to discuss your thoughts about manifesting with just everybody, because not everybody gets it. You're always welcome to speak to me. Send me an email. If you want to connect with me, I'm happy to answer your email. So things need to be moved out of the way. Space needs to be created for new things to come in. This Seven of Pentacles, I look at him and he's impatient. He's like, well, look at all that. It looks like it's fruit. It looks like it's ready to pick. But again, if you move too early, you will have sour or bitter results. The process that you're going through here, there is this battle in your thoughts where you may have been cheated on, you may have just gotten through a battle. And you know what, Rhoda, knowing a little bit about your situation, you may be battling with yourself on this codependence idea, the idea of could it be right to put your own needs first and somebody else's secondarily. And yes, because codependent relationships where people are leaning too much on each other's humanity and they're not allowing enough of a divine connection, the universe, whatever you call the divine, none of us are cut out to be the source for another human. Okay, I'm going through a workbook I'm writing right now on estrangement and how if somebody ghosts you or somebody says, I'm done, and they walk away from you, and you're not done, it can be very difficult to become indifferent and detached. And that's so important. So we talked about Al Anon is a great place to go if you feel like you're in kind of, I guess people use that word toxic, where you're in a toxic connection with someone that Al-Anon can be tremendously helpful. And you can do meetings online, so you don't even have to leave home. But it shows that this conflict here, there's something going on that you've had to leave some things behind. And I know, Rhoda, that you're working so hard at keeping a positive mindset and to honor the decisions that you've made and this rest. So these two cards are all about patience. And whatever's coming your way, you may feel there's a desperation. You really need the universe to deliver right now. Gratitude is the way to go. Thank you, Lord, Archangel Michael, for being my delivery man. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being my UPS, universal provision service. That's what I call it, where you're trusting your guides and angels to bring to you what it is you're wanting. Okay. I would suggest that you do some gratitudes on paper where you write it out. There's something very powerful about writing lists of things that you're grateful for. Okay. So let's grab the animal deck and see, let's see if there's anything else here. I love, love, love this for you. I wish I could say your thing is going to be delivered tomorrow. Maybe it is. But the whole idea of just learning to trust, learning to depend on spirit is really going to benefit you. Okay, here's your animal card. Let's see what it is. And it's snake spirit, time to heal. The snake is a misunderstood creature for sure. A lot of people are afraid of snakes, but snakes are wonderful teachers about transition because they shed their skin. They don't try to heal their skin, they shed it. And so when that time comes where they wiggle out of the skin, they leave the whole skin laying on the ground. It's kind of cool to find one because they're beautiful. They're just like a shadow or a ghostly representation of life. So you are being called, Rhoda, to shed a skin and to be able to step forward out of old habits of thought and into something brand new. Okay. So be brave, rest, 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 and use those affirmations. Even though I don't know how, and then fill in the blank. My problem is in the hands of the angels right now. Even though I don't know how, I I am holding my and then name the thing you're waiting for right now. All right, my friend, you are welcome, Rhoda. I'm so glad. Thank you for being here. Okay, so moving forward with the collective, for those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Catherine, and you have found Pattern Breaker Tarot, where we are all about finding the patterns within our own behavior that are holding us back from our highest good and doing something about it. I am creating some intensives right now that involve journaling prompts and tapping. They're 7-day programs and they're very fun. So if you're curious about doing some deep work with me, this is the time to contact me. Bina will put my email address in there. And I would love to work with you more deeply if you're watching me right now. Also, you can join the channel at the Love Club and you have a chance to step into some private meetings with me. Okay. Okay, Siobhan. Let's hold everyone who's watching, hold in your mind the situation that's troubling you or an area of your life you feel you're being held back. And let's see what Archangel Michael has for you. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. All right, so this card could very easily be about a soulmate that you're having distance from, but it doesn't stop there. This could be a family member or a friend, somebody that you've been estranged from, you haven't spoken to for a while, and you do feel like you want to give up. But the thing is, this person just comes to your mind. Hey, Rachel. Aw, I love that. Thank you for Rachel's just sharing that she has met someone that she did not expect. It came in a way that she did not anticipate because she wanted to reach out and start seeing people again, and I'm sure had a few doubts and fears about it. But I just appreciate Rachel that you are going through this process, right, of learning how to get to know someone. I have a feeling that several of the cards today are speaking to you, especially about going slow, right? You don't have to rush anything. Taking that sweet time, slow as molasses in the wintertime, just stretching out to get to know your person. So here we have something that is there's been disappointment here. There's been hardship and some sort of break. Could be a no contact. I'm sensing that somebody that you love. Um, has stepped away from your life and you haven't known if it's proper. Is it okay for you to want a reconciliation? Because maybe it looks finished and you're feeling you have to let it go, but the person keeps coming to your mind. And so Lord Michael is been aware of that. And that's this message today that for your situation, there is still life here and that there is healing available. So let's take a look at our tarot. Okay. And so there has been suffering here. Okay. This Eight of Swords is a self-made prison. It's a self-made prison of thinking. Because if you look at, she's bound and she's bound with green, which is the color of the heart chakra. So this does show there's some heartbreak here, but her feet are completely free. She could very easily walk away from this situation. Okay. But there is what this is like a self imposed punishing energy that's here. Let's carry on. And we have the hanged man, which is a pose of stop and pause and let's wait, see what's going on here. I love that he's an ornament on the Christmas tree. I wish I had that. I would love to have an ornament of the hanged man. But this, some people say, who put him there? Who turned him upside down and hung him by his foot? Guess what? He did it to himself. He put himself in this position because it's necessary to mindfully check this out before you move forward. Okay. So um, a cautionary energy around the potential for healing here. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is the card of a brand new beginning for sure. Okay. So, what a wonderful message. So, if you are picking up on this and just allow yourself to think of someone in your life who you are sad that they've left your presence, that this person has disappointed you. You've had a breakup or there's a no contact that has been in force for a while and you just feel hopeless. There's a part of you that says, I don't want to give up. I really want to heal this relationship. Archangel Michael is here and has your back. Okay. Now remember, dolphins have to come to the surface to breathe, don't they? They look like fish, they act like fish, they swim like fish, but they're not fish. They're mammals. They have to come to the surface and they have to take deep breaths. So, this is showing me that in your current life without your person, you've been going deep and you've been learning about the divine, about yourself. You've found life separate from your person. So, you take that deep breath and then you dive deep again. This habit of taking care of your own self, your own needs as a human, is critical to making the healing go forward. There have been hurt feelings on both sides, and mindset is what's keeping it trapped. It's a simple journey for this person to walk their little self out of this jail that they're in. If you are hungering for a reconciliation, then what I would do is I would use that affirmation. Even though I don't know how, my mom and I are connected now. Even though I don't know how, that crazy brother of mine is reaching out right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling reconnected now. You can use the affirmation for any relationship that you want healing in. It's not telling a lie. It's telling a truth that is beyond our understanding. If you are desiring a healing from a person, they feel it and they want it too. If it's an unhealthy relationship and there's been too much codependency, that might be why it's separate right now. But there's no question that for you, my friend, if you are somebody that wants to put an end to an estrangement, you want to feel connected to someone that you used to know. Excuse me, let me sip my water. The cards are aligning for that kind of meeting. Okay. So let me get my animal oracle. Oh, one other thing that I'll put in there is that the dolphin is very uh, symbolic of playfulness. Okay. So whatever used to be going on in your situation, it lost the fun and the playfulness. So it's really important for you to be lighthearted as you approach this reconnection. All right, let's pick your animal card. And I love giraffes so much. The giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Exactly right. As you're going forward and making a plan or becoming available for this person, see the big picture. Do not major on the minors. Okay. If this person has offended you or there's hurt feelings in the past, be the bigger person. Let's do some work here. Let's release that. Tapping is miraculous. If you want to learn about tapping, shoot me an email. I'll explain all about it and I'll give you some resources. Would I love to tap with you? Absolutely. But there's many, probably thousands of tapping clinicians or facilitators on YouTube. And so, whatever it takes, forgive and let go of the petty stuff from the past. You don't need it. Archangel Michael is here saying, yes, you have to come up for air now and then, but when you dive deep into your own spiritual connection, you'll equip yourself to reconnect to your person. Okay. All right. And going moving on. If you would like for me to draw cards for you personally, I would love to do that. Just hit the super chat and drop a donation to my channel, and I will draw a card for you personally. But that's not necessary because we are drawing for the collective. Archangel Michael came to me in a brand new deck, and I'm so tickled to share it with you guys. Okay, so let's grab a card. So pull a situation into your mind, my friend, something that's been troubling you. What is it that Archangel wants for you to know, Archangel Michael, today? Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Okay, so this is an exact duplicate of a message that's come out, I think, 3 times so far in our 47 minutes together. How do you know when it's time to pick your own needs first or to compromise to meet somebody else's needs? Look at the bright light that's shining out from this sword. Archangel Michael is doing some major mental surgery right now and really cutting away thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving you. You have protected yourself the best you can. You've held people away. You like living alone, you and your dog. Murphy's right behind me today. But it's time to make a decision to step out into the world and try your skills with humans. All right. Being afraid or intimidated by other people is a false narrative. I know that there are very big personalities out there and they can be bullies and they can push you into making decisions you don't want to do. But that was more true when you were young. Now, at this point, with all you've been through throughout this year, you are really ready. to prioritize yourself. And maybe somebody keeps calling you into work when it's not your shift, and you need to say, "No, I'm busy today." And you say, "Well, I'm not busy today. I don't want to lie." Well, make a plan. Go outside, take a class, go to an area coffee shop and just sit and people watch. But do yourself a favor, say no to something to make room in your life to get out there. Okay? Let's see what else we have from our tarot. And we have the King of Pentacles. This is kind of a representation of Archangel Michael energy to me because the King of Pentacles is such a stable um, energy, a stable, joyful, secure energy. And I think that Archangel Michael is calling you because there are humans in your world right now who radiate that kind of confidence, and you can find them. You can. You don't have to always be drawn to the broken people, right? There's people who are not broken. They love their life and their well-being is mesmerizing. Okay. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay, my friend, with these two kings showing up, you have to choose you need to get out. There's a very good chance that there are two important figures, and the gender doesn't matter, but these are cards of mastery. And these humans that carry this energy are not going to come to your house. They don't know your address. You need to get out of your own limited thinking and I circulate. And then our last card here, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is so great. So look at this card. Look at how there's a crown for sure. This is a royal in training holding on to their pentacles, turning their back on the marketplace, being very conservative. Okay, so what a contrast we have here from this conservative holding back. It's not a bad energy. I mean, it's a wonderful energy because it shows there's mindfulness of wanting to conserve resources and to be smart about where you're using your pentacles. And I appreciate that. But there are other humans in your city, in your village. There are other humans around you that you're not having a chance to rub shoulders with. Just getting out and looking and experiencing successful people. Like you go into a market or a store and you can tell the owner of the shop has so much pride in their shop. Just casually take up a conversation with them. Say, I love your shop. How long have you been working here? People like to talk about themselves. There's something about these two kings that just is a strong indicator to me that there are two people in your world right now that are going to have an impact on you. But when you keep saying yes to other people's needs and you're putting yourself into exhaustion, so by the time you get home, you're like, I don't want to go anywhere, this is where Archangel Michael can help you. Here's an affirmation. Even though I don't know how, it's so easy for me to say no right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm getting more eager to get out right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting Archangel Michael to get me out of the house right now. Okay, I can't tell you the feeling I have in my chest that it is time to burst out of your cocoon and to get out into the world. Now, also, there's another reader online who I adore. Her name is White Feather Tarot. And if you've never seen her, her pick card readings are fantastic. I always use my sign. I'm a Scorpio. So I go to her Scorpio reading. I always choose that pile. She's wonderful. And whenever this feather shows up in one of my readings, I refer you guys over to White Feather. Hold on. She puts out a reading nearly every day. So do, after you're finished watching here, go look her up and get some more guidance on this idea. Who are these kingly figures? Who are these court cards? They could be family members. If there's anybody that's bugging you or they keep asking you to come out and you refuse all the time, just allow them the pleasure of a yes. All right. If you get social invitations between now and the end of December, do yourself a favor and say yes. You don't have to stay for long, but just get out there. Okay. Let's see what our animal card is. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Catherine. This used to be Fish Out of Water Tarot, and I reformulated to Pattern Breaker because in 2025, it is my goal to guide all of us to break some patterns that are holding us back. Okay, let's see what our animal card is. And it's the seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Okay, so watch and wait for the next invitation, but be ready to take that action and go. You'll feel it. You'll feel it in your gut because you will remember this reading and you'll laugh at yourself. There's at least two important people that are waiting for you to make that decision and get back out there. Okay. Don't force yourself if you can't. You can't. But just remember, you're not alone. Archangel Michael is here right now, ready to support you. Okay, I have time for one more card. So, one more read. So, if you're here visiting, welcome. So glad you are here today. We're checking in with Archangel Michael and see what message he has for us. So, let's go forward here. If you would like to have a personal reading and grab me before I leave today, no problem. Just hit the super chat and I'm happy to do that for you. And Bina, I'm all caught up with the super chats, right? There's nobody waiting. Just want to make sure. Okay. And for the collective, hold in your mind the situation that's bothering you, or you want to have wisdom. And we have trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. So, this is a double Archangel blessing card. Archangel Uriel is here as a pattern breaker to show you something, a mistaken mindset, a belief that you used to think was true for sure and now you realize, wait a second, there's another way to look at this. And then you have Archangel Michael, who's here to clear away the worries. All right, so let's take a look. Double angel blessing. If you're here right now, there is no accident. This reading is for you. Two archangels stepping up to bat. So let's see. We'll break our deck into two, one for Archangel Uriel and one for Archangel Michael. Let's draw from the Christmas deck. What's the game plan? Why two archangels here right now? We can all appreciate Murphy for being quiet during the whole reading. Murphy, you're a good boy. Laying behind me. Anybody would like to speak to me? Thank you very much. Bina just put my scheduling link in there. I love to do love magnet readings at absolutely no charge. If you're single and you can't figure out why, be sure to book a session and I'll help you understand how you are manifesting singleness. Okay. So here's our cards. Let's see. And we have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay. Okay. So there's an epiphany, there's a realization. Okay. So what I'm seeing for you, my friend, that there has been something going on for you where things have not, they're not what they seem. This card right here, the Six of Pentacles, this is a card that suggests some breadcrumbing energy. Do you know what breadcrumbing is? Breadcrumbing is when you get a little bit that keeps you in the game, but that the person that gives you the little bit is really not in it to win it. Often in relationships, it could be a whole year of you're not really dating or you're not really close, but the person keeps giving you a little bit. They call you just enough. And then you start hoping all over again. So, just even as these symbols here, the fire and the ice, it's like they're not blending. It's like oil and water. They're not blending unless you shake it up. So there's some kind of energy around seeing the truth that this is a situation that is not panning out. As I look at our page of swords over here, the page of swords is a student and really wants to learn. The Ten of Swords is a card of suffering. It's a card of feeling like there's backstabbing going on, a lack of loyalty, breadcrumbing, just giving you a little bit of what you deserve. And once the page has gone through that Ten of Swords period, they do kind of look at the past with caution in their mind because they don't want to get trapped again in the same cycle. There is a pattern going on with you where you trust the wrong people. You're drawn to players, you're drawn to charisma with no roots. You know how you can have a real charismatic person, but if you look deep, there's nothing there, just charisma. And so, because of that, Archangel Uriel is showing you something you hadn't seen before. And Archangel Michael is coming in and saying, I will help you. All you do need to do is ask for that help. You deserve to be with someone who sees you for who you are and values you without being defensive, without being fearful of the future, but a true collaboration, a sustainable relationship. Your two archangels today are here to back you up. What you're seeing with your person, believe the pattern that's been repeating. You and you alone, with the backing of your angels, can put an end to that and get ready for something new. Okay. So let's grab our oracle and draw a card for you. I have the feeling that you've had friends that have been questioning your relationship. Even your family might be saying, can't you see this? It's time to move on. They love you. Don't get upset with them. Okay. If you're in doubt, my scheduling link is right there. You can pop into my calendar and tell me what's going on. I have no charge. I'm happy to give you some guidance. Okay. So here is our animal card. It's moth spirit. Surrender now. This is the time. Give yourself the gift of your own value. Don't allow yourself to stay in a situation that's not serving you. If it's out of balance, only you can start to walk away and make a path for that. You've got two archangels here backing you up today. All right. Make that choice. If this person is truly for you, they will come back and they will be changed. They'll say something like, you know what? I've been in therapy and oh my gosh, I can't believe, what I see about myself. Or I've been going to 12-step meetings for 6 months. And when I think about how I treated you, I'm sick about that, right? It doesn't mean you never have to let them back in, but there's something about the pattern of repeating your time with this person that needs to come to an end. Okay. So there you have it, my friends. I'm glad you were here today. Thank you so much. This is Catherine. We are at Pattern Breaker Tarot, and I will be back real soon with more live readings for you. Happy holidays, whatever holiday you're celebrating. I am grateful that you're including me in part of your holiday time. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.